Hello, this is going to be a video that's going to take you a little bit deeper into creating and modifying doors. First thing we want to do is we want to choose a door and place it in a wall somewhere so we'll have something to work with. So I'm going to go up here to Doors, a little door tool right here, and click on that. Save the project if it asks you to. Right now I have an exterior door chosen. And if you need to choose other doors, just click on the load family and then doors like we've shown you before. Whichever type of door, commercial, residential, or just the hardware. And go ahead and pick an exterior door. You can choose this one, the door exterior single entry half arch glass wood _ clad. That was a mouthful. But anyway, once you open that door, place it somewhere, and of course the reason I'm using an exterior door is because there's just a lot more on an exterior door that you can modify. So you can certainly do interior doors which are simpler, but I just want to show you all the things that you could do. So in order to get deeper into the door, we want to double click on it. We click on it one time and we can move it from side to side. We can change its orientation here. But if we double click on it, we actually go into the family of the door, like so. Now here inside of the door, there's lots of different things that we can do. You have the door frame / mullion right here, which you could change. You could change the width of that if you wanted to. Typically that's not something that we would normally do. And if you double click on that, well, I thought I was going to go somewhere. Click on the mullion and then double click on it. You actually go a little bit deeper, and for some reason it's not showing up on this one. We'll try it on something different. Let's just go backwards one, undo that. And let's say we are going to modify this door. First click on the door, you can see we can change the size of things, like these little cutaway panels here, if I want to make them smaller or if I want to make more of them. Okay, now one thing that might happen when you do that is there might be a box that pops up over here that tells you can't do that unless you remove the constraints. We'll go ahead and click on either remove the constraint, or it might say something like disconnect an element or something like that. Go ahead and do that. And that way you can have pretty much freedom of movement all the way through your door here. But like you saw here, I was just changing the size of these little cutaway panels. Okay, and I can actually do a little bit more with that. I can actually double click on this door, and now, just like I was trying to do with the mullion, I can get into it a little bit deeper and even go as far as changing the shape of these little cutaways here. So I just double clicked on it and I get in here and move some things around, and this is going to be a rather odd looking door. It didn't move like I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, and then after you get through moving, it might give me an issue here. Let me try that. Just click on, yeah, it is going to give me an issue. And it's talking about some loops that I have here. Okay, get rid of that loop. So I have some open loops that I was thinking it was going to give me trouble with, and it did. Alright, so I'll change the shape of those door panels, click on the check mark, and as you can see now, the door has different shaped little recess panels here. Now looking over here into the properties bar, there's not a whole lot I can change there unless I actually click on the door. And clicking on the door, I can exchange the thickness of the door. This particular door says that it is extruded. It says extrusion start, extrusion end, and it's -2 7/8 to a -1 1/2, which that puts it roughly at just shy of 2 inches or whatever. Actually a little less than that. But so basically I got about a 2-inch thick door here. There's other things here that you can change that. Visibility graphics override, you really wouldn't mess with that too much. About the only thing that you would ever get on a test for a door would be maybe to change the thickness of the door right here. And they would tell you exactly what they wanted you to put in there. They just want to make sure that you know how to get to it. So there it is. And let's go back into the deeper part of the door. And let's see, we can actually change some of the same things here. Actually, everything is pretty much the same. These are just identity data. You don't really want to change that. Sometimes you can get into some of these items and change colors. And I'm not saying it let me in there to do that, but I doubt very seriously they'll let you, or they'll ask you to do that on the test. So just kind of go with this right here, knowing how to get into the door, knowing how to change some of the elements on the door, and then you should be golden.